You want to draw clouds that actually look soft and realistic? Well, right now you might be stuck with lumpy, awkward blobs that don't feel right. Think of clouds as a bunch of upside-down bowls. Yep, floating, fluffy, upside-down bowls. Weird? Maybe. Effective? Absolutely. Let's break it down step by step. Get your clouds looking as natural as the ones outside. I'm Kurt. I'm a dad who draws. We're about to fix your cloud drawings for good. Let's do this. Clouds will usually have a bottom to them. Okay, there's something like that. You could almost think of like a bowl. All right, and then behind this bowl, there might be another bowl. All right, so what we're talking about is we're thinking of upside down bowls in a way. Okay, that's first thing. Second thing I want you to think of is this idea of grouping. That's when you're like grouping things together and they need to have a variety of sizes. So I always use this family kind of acronym in my head. So if you're going to draw rocks here, you might go, okay, there's the dad rock. There's the mom rock. We've got a brother rock, a sister rock, and then some little smaller baby rocks. You see that? So we get variation in size. So let's say if we take this one here, I might like go, okay, there's a brother rock, there's a mom rock, maybe a dad rock is there, or the cloud, and then sister baby. You see that? So we're really trying to change the size. This will give us variation. So first thing is upside down bowls. All right, upside down bowls. Variations, V-A-R-I-A-T-I-O-N. Variations, and we think father, mother, brother, sister, baby. Okay, we can keep that going through our head as we draw the different variations of size. Then you also want to think of overlap. Okay, look at all of this overlap that's going on here. Look, overlap, 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 overlap. And then last thing you want to think of value. Okay, so value, you do this something like this, small, big, and then maybe down here it's darker value, and then it gets to be lighter value. Okay, that's pretty easy. But then maybe here it goes dark, and then it goes lighter value again. Maybe it goes dark here. So we really start playing with value. On this, even if you add value underneath these clouds here, you're going to get a really great sense of volume and form. So value. And the last thing I'll add to this is scale. All right, that's the size of something. This right there, I think, is a barn, is a farmhouse. So that in of itself just shows you the scale of these clouds here. So let's go ahead and work through some of these clouds and see what we have. We're going to start with this one here in the background a little bit, okay? So I'm going to start with a frame. Three by 4 inches. Okay, so there's the wheat field down below there, right? First, let's kind of just get the outline. Very, very flat on the bottom. Very flat on the bottom, and then look at this. As I'm kind of going through the top part, I'm thinking father, mother, I'm breaking this up there. There's a family maybe right there, and we're just trying to get variation in form. Look at this guy right there. That guy's in front of, all right? Let's try and put that in as well. So he's kind of coming around here. There's a father, mother. All right, all right, that's a nice little outline right there. All right, now look at this. Look at this big guy here. We're gonna say he's in front of that one. All right, so he's gonna be in front of that one. So let's just kind of come out here. I'm kind of looking at this size and shape of him, and all we're dealing is just getting the outline. Okay, now look at this. This guy is like right on top of us here. You see that? So let's... And then look at the scale of this one here. This one is behind the clouds. It's like this. Wow. See that one back there behind the clouds a little bit? All right, let's just kind of lightly put that one in here. Okay, let's start with this first guy down here and get some tone. Now, look at the value. The value is really intense underneath. And then the next one, the value is intense, but it's going around the edge of that other one, right like that. Okay, this one, the shadow underneath is not nearly as dark. That's okay. We'll just kind of put it in like this. And this big one is pretty scary, so when you put your tones in, and it'll be easier when you work on a smaller scale, is to try and get your values like consistent. So like if I have a square like this, and you want your value to be even. You see how even? I'm not really leaving any gaps of the paper. This might be because you just were rushed. But last thing is you don't want to do a tone where it's uneven, you see? So in this cloud up here, we want to take our time. Okay, so I'm going to come in here and I'm going to define these edges just a little bit. And I'm going to use surface lines. So I'm just, look. Overlapping in some areas. Really thinking in my mind of like volume and thickness. Like almost like I was using shaving cream to, look, coming in here and little line like this, and then behind it purposely go behind it a little bit, you see? Almost like I'm taking my hand, I'm just kind of feeling the edge of the cloud itself. Now, if you were to say, well, this is Kurt's, this is the way he likes to draw, and that's true, I do. I could sit here and render, meaning making these clouds like, really work out all of the teeny little values. But, that's not that's just me. I don't like doing that. But that doesn't mean that that's good or bad. I'd rather just... I like to use a lot of line in my drawings. So I'm just kind of building up form. Here's this guy here. Now Underside is going to be flat. So I'm going to make my surface lines go across, and then really concentrating to show variation of size. Another little thing I'm doing here is, let's just say I have my cloud like this. Okay. And this is the underside here. I'm kind of dropping it in, but then, right, like sometimes I'll go darker right at the edge there versus down here toward the bottom, you see? Okay, then clouds that are in the distance, way back there, are going to be lighter in value than those that are closer to me. Okay, so this cloud that's closest here, look at this. I'm really thinking of the underside, because I want the idea that this guy is really on top of me. And all I'm doing is using these little, like, underneath. This is the type of line I'm using, nice and thick. And then when I get to the top, I'm kind of going in the opposite direction. Okay. We'll have to maybe do wheat here soon. Wheat in a field or something. Show you kind of how to draw grass in a field, all right? Think of those family relationships. Think of that surface. Think of overlap. Think of objects that are further away from you are going to get lighter in value. I think you're going to get this just fine. My name's Kurt. I'm a dad who draws. All right, thanks for watching. If you do have additional questions, please join our Facebook group. It's totally for free. Post your questions in there. You could direct it toward me, or even down here in the comments below, you could ask a question and I will try and answer it my best. My name's Kurt. I'm a dad who draws. All right, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Okay, bye-bye.